love to hire you for this role, but we were wondering if you would be able to straighten your hair.
You mean like, why would I need to straighten my hair for the role?
We find that your hair is a bit big and it can be super distracting. So we were wondering if you would be able to straighten it in order to look more professional.
I don't really see how like my hair doesn't look professional right now. And like it's a work from home job. So what is the point of me having to make my hair a certain way?
Even though it is work from home, we on Zoom calls with some of our top clients and we don't want your hair to be distracting to them. I love the swoopy things you have on your forehead. You know, if we could get your whole head to be more slicked back, that would be great.
Okay, I just feel like if your clients are going to feel uncomfortable by my hair, then this is definitely not the position for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you are not taking the position?
No, I'm not going to take the position.
Okay, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
In order for me to even imagine being successful in any space, you're telling me that I need to get my hair chemically straightened. Or I need to maybe do a slick back that the tension on my edges. But this is the reality that a lot of people still face, where it's like I should be worried about how you feel about how I express myself, assimilating to your idea of professional. I should conform in that sense in order for you to feel like I'm doing my job correctly, no matter the fact that I may be already doing my job, I may already be productive, I may already be efficient. No, the fact that my hair, and I have little swoopy things on my hair, the fact that it's distracting your clients, it's what's more priority to you than the fact that I'm actually performing as expected. So not only do minorities have to fight through to prove that they're efficient, but they first of all have to fight against themselves to do so. So it's like, why can't we have both? And so let me tell you how real all of this is. The Crown Act. Crown stands for Creating a Respectful and Open Workplace for Natural Hair. And so this law was passed to protect Black individuals from being penalized for their natural hair. And again, it just goes to demonstrate how deeply ingrained institutional biases are. But first, hair cam, because period. So it's been about 2 weeks now. Oh my god, I'm afraid to turn. I guess this is what the girlies mean when they say that they get their twists retwisted every 2 weeks. So this is it. Yay. This is it for now. I don't feel like pulling the back of my hair all the way up because I'm just done with the tension. But that is what it looks like, a little bun back there. Probably should have made a bun up here too, but I didn't. Let's get into this video. So just to bring it back a little bit, we have a sheriff in town who has talked all the trash about diversity initiatives, blames everything that is wrong with America and the world on DEI, but then turns around and signs a proclamation that acknowledges February as Black History Month. And so we're kind of torn. We're not sure if you're playing in our face or if maybe there's just a lot of disconnects within your administration where you're acknowledging something but then every other federal agency is shutting down all of these programs and all of these spaces that make these minority groups feel heard, seen, feel valued, appreciated. So when I see policies put in place to roll back the celebration of diverse people, this is the kind of conversations and these are the kind of things that we are okaying. You know, people who can get on the phone with us and tell us, well, I need you to relax your hair, and not considering the impacts, the mental, the health, the financial impacts that it has on this person. But then this is such a recurring theme. When you look at the history of Black hair, lack of institutional support is such a recurring thing. This is not the first time we're seeing policies in some way, shape, or form telling us to not dress our hair a certain way or to dress our hair a different certain way because they feel that it fits more into the standard that they've set for what a professional hairstyle or a professional look looks like. We're basically going to continue to uphold a system that was built to exclude minorities from making progress. And so let me tell you how real all of this is. As we already know, Black women spend more on beauty than any other demographic. That would be you and I. In hair care alone, Black consumers contribute $2.5 billion, which is 80% more than any other demographic. 80% more than any other demographic in the hair care industry. Black women outspend non-Black consumers by 9 times on ethnic hair and beauty products. We are spending the money, but then where are we spending that money? Who is it going to? Is it circulating within our communities, or is it going out to people with performative inclusion initiatives where it's like, oh, they're just following the trends, but for real, they're not advocating for us. When you talk about ingredients transparency, you really look at those ingredients that are marketed to women of color, and it's like, what the hell is this? What have I been buying? And so we have to do our research in that way. First of all, what is going on with my hair? And so Black women fuel the beauty industry. And if you think I'm joking, you probably have a cabinet of hair products, right? Just go in there and just peep the amount of hair products that you have that is just sitting there. Some of which are probably not even opened yet, or some of which you opened and then you abandoned. We fuel the beauty industry. How can you be more intentional with it? How can I, Nadia, talk to yourself, how can I be more intentional with the things that I buy to make sure that it's supporting the brands that cater to me, the brands that look at me as an individual and celebrate my difference? And then if we can go the extra mile to say, well, yes, this is a Black owned business, but is it a Black owned business that caters to me? Or is it a Black owned business maybe that has been bought out by a larger corporation that actually is catering to them? We can support salons and stylists that specialize in Black hair. And for me personally, it's going to be natural hairstylists. I never ever want to be sat in a chair of a hairstylist who is bothered by my kinky hair. That's where I want my Black dollars to end up. We are going to teach our children to embrace their natural hair before society tells them that it's not acceptable. This is a huge one. We're going to learn about the history of Black hair discrimination. You learn about this history and you pass it down. That has made the difference when it's come to accepting my hair for what it is. Just looking at everything that it's endured. And so we're going to teach our girls and our boys to love their hair for the way that it is. We're not going to be assimilating. We're not going to be code switching. We're going to be ourselves. We're going to embrace every single thing that comes with us, because God forbid we don't, and this is actually what cuts our lifespan in half, because we're using all of these chemicals and all of these other things to bend our hair into something that it isn't supposed to do naturally, because someone else tells us that, oh, that's acceptable, that's desirable, that's pretty, that's professional. So we're going to start defining our own standards of beauty. I'm going to define my own professional. This is professional, okay? This is beautiful. And not to knock wigs and braids at all. I think those are still part of the culture. But understanding that this is on a pedestal. Does that make sense? So we have a lot of work to do.